Hi, I'm Priscilla, and this is my daughter Anjali. She's 3, and this has been a year of experiencing God's faithfulness through so many new things for Anjali and me. We've had a new school, a new home, a new neighborhood, and new friends, and those are great things. But also, we've had some new responsibilities and new challenges and new struggles. So I just wanted to share that we're thankful for the God who remains constant through it all and who is the same yesterday, today, and forever through all the changes. So this year started with Anjali getting admission into school, into a Montessori school, and that, I think, triggered the changes. And I prayed a lot about whether she should get into that school or not. It was one of those things. Often you pray for wisdom to do the right thing. This felt like there weren't right and wrong things. So it was really God, if this is what is meant to be. And I got a lot of differing advice from different people. But so it was one of those really I prayed where, if this is what is meant to be, open the door, Lord. Otherwise, close it. And He opened the door, and we've been experiencing the results of that this year. And so far, we are just amazed at how God has led through that. So she's made new friends, learned new skills, and that's been a joy to watch. But also that moment of having to say bye to her at the school gate was hard for her for a week or so, but it's been hard for me of trusting God to watch over her whether I'm there or not. And she started memorizing verses this year, and since school started, we've been slowly working through Psalm 23, and she sort of learned the last verse in December. And teaching her that and teaching her what it means has slowly also, but verse by verse, every month we learned a new verse, sort of. So that's really convicted and encouraged and challenged my faith. So that's one thing I'm very grateful for. Because of school, we shifted house to Perangudi, away from family. I was living closer to my sister, but we moved away and learned to rely on God alone. There was this one point when during the rains, when our floor broke. Anjali still walks around telling people that our house broke. No? Yeah, our house broke. And then what happened? We got new tiles. So at the end of the year now, at Christmas time, when we were talking about, the Jesus means God who saves. And one of the books said, the God who fixes it. And she immediately said, God fixed our tiles, our floors. So it was, God has fixed a lot of things for us this year. The floor was one thing, but through those frustrations, He has fixed things. And so I'm grateful for that. One of the big challenges this year has been my parents' health. There have been a few scares, but it's also just the daily challenge of learning to trust God through it, especially when I'm frustrated that those who looked after me now need looking after, and being the middle generation of those who are looking after those older than me and the child younger than me. I couldn't have done that this year without God's strength. And I know that's going to get harder in some ways. And I'm trusting God to bring us through that. So the one thing about the new school is that, and the new neighborhood, I feel like since Anjali came home, I've been in this little bubble of church and family, right? I'm working from home, so, no colleagues. It's been a little Christian bubble that's cocooned us. This year we sort of came out of that Christian bubble. And so we've made friends with neighbors and school parents. The school pickup has been my social life, and school birthdays. Wow, the number of birthdays. Especially through the Christmas season, we hosted a couple of Christmas parties for Anjali's friends. Was that fun, Anjali? Yeah. Oh. What did you do? We did we played a little games and we made some things, but we also told them about baby Jesus. Yeah. I'm also grateful for Christian friends. So many. But especially this small group of single women, we did a road trip in the middle of the year, and it was just, I'm thankful for friends to be honest with, and as we shared our heart's desires, and as we have in the months since to celebrate together those answered prayers has been so encouraging, so uplifting. So I'm grateful to God for that. And I've grown this year studying the words of John the Apostle with BSF, first the Gospel of John and now Revelation. And looking back over the year, there's a lot of small things that add up. I've had years in which have had big tragedies. Big this was a year of regular challenges, of small things. Revelation has helped me see the big picture in those small things, and what the big picture is. And yeah, I'm grateful for that. I think that's my year. Thank you, God.